Hi, students, everybody. What is life? Life is a change. What is life? Life is a change. It means what? Without change, you can't go ahead. Without knowing what's happening next, you can't be in the same world. The world always looking to new things which is happening, and we need to learn new things. And to learn new things, you have to leave the old things. Once you leave the old things, we can learn the new things and explore many areas which you don't know at all. Because world is very big, world is very nice, world is good to explore. We can't be in the same place. So who am I? What am I talking about? What are we looking into? My dear students, for the first time you'll be coming across one of the interesting subjects of the topic which you could have possibly heard but not been aware at all. I'm sure in your school years you could have heard, learned, mastered subjects like physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, and various other subjects. But as you move on from there, life is a bigger picture. In a bigger picture, you look into different things, you learn new things. Okay? It could be money, it could be finance, it could be numbers, it could be growth. Correct? So we all look into in terms of numbers. Correct? The moment we say numbers, it doesn't mean that I'm talking about the business in terms of maths. We are talking about those things which all of us like to know and explore. The topic I'm going to talk about, which you're going to learn, and the whole world runs on that, and that is called as accountancy. Yeah, new, different, and learning for the first time. Now, what do you mean by this learning for the first time? My dear students, from your first standard or second standard, where you got a little bit of idea about what's happening, till your 10th standard, you've been aware of common topics and subjects day in, day out. Let it be languages, let it be a subject like your physics, chemistry, algebra, you name it, you have been doing it. And for the first time, you'll be coming across a particular subject called as accountancy. Okay? So what is accountancy? How it is, why it is, who requires it, how you can use it, how the whole world runs on that, how the whole world depends on that, how you can make a career over there. Please look into it. It is new, it is different, and you're learning it for the first time. And you know what's the best part about this? You're learning this at the age of 15 or 16 years. That means your mind is grown, you're mentally tough, mentally adaptable, you are ready for new things. At the same time, physically also you're grown. When you're a small kid, you may not be able to make out what's happening. You have been pushed to study. You've been made to study those things. When I come to the PU level onwards, you have a subject which is very new, and this mind is capable of learning this, because accountancy is very, very interesting, tricky. At the same time, it's a lot of excitement happening. And you'll find, okay, here, I like this. This is great. Okay? So how do we go about it? What it is? First and foremost thing, what is accountancy? In simple, common terms for anybody to understand and know what it is. So when I say accountancy, it basically means you are entering anything which is related to numbers, relating to those financial transactions which has happened. Look into the shop nearby. Somebody is selling food, somebody is selling groceries, somebody is buying and selling. They enter somewhere or make a note somewhere. How much they got, how much they gave, how much they received, whom to pay, when to pay, how much profits they made, what are the investments they have done. All this they learn in a crooked manner or in the own manner which they know. But in accountancy, you'll be learning this in the most structured manner. Okay? It is required from the smallest family to the top multinational company, banks, hospital, anywhere and everywhere. Now, how it is and how it's going to happen. Say in a house itself, if your parents are working, they have to balance, no? How much they earned, how much they spend, when to pay, whom to pay, is the money available or not? Don't we do that? And that is finance, the financial management we call it. And that is a part of accounts. Accounts is the ABCD of numbers, ABCD of finance, required for everybody. If a small family people can do it, imagine how multinational company could be doing it. Correct, no? For example, Infosys, Wipro, Microsoft, Apple, they claim that they made crores of rupees as profits. How did they do it? How did they show the calculation? Correct, no? And that is what is called as accountancy. So what is accountancy? Entering, recording, analyzing, interpreting, taking important decisions about finance so that it's going to help the business smoothly. Believe me, my dear students, finance is the lifeblood for any organization and for everybody. Without money, you cannot live. If people say, no, what you call charity is good, that is good, we don't have to work for money, that is your way, that's your call, but that's not the reality. We have to work, we have to earn. We need to know how much profits you're made. We need to know how much money you're having and how much you're not having. And that is accountancy. Now, what is this all about? If we look into it, as accounts over here, it's number. Okay? Numbers. What all has happened is entered. What all could happen will also be entered. And this is done by everybody. What all we have there, we look into it. But look into who all requires it. It's like telling, who doesn't require money? Interesting question, no? A small kid also requires money. A multinational company also requires money. A person who retired also needs money. He needs to know where the money is coming, where the money is going. Is he in a financial position, good or bad? What is the market value of so on and so forth? You require it. And the best part is you are learning this now at this age, not at the age of 6 or 7. You are not been pushed to do this. And believe me, you find a lot of excitement knowing this. Okay? Now, superb. What do we have here? If we can just look into the screen there. The moment I say accounts, what all is covered there? First of all, we have something called as expenditures. Where all you're spending, you show that. Payables, whom all you're supposed to pay. Revenue, as I say, is supposed to be the income. Where all you're getting the money. Credit, the most important thing. You give credit, you take credit. Yes or no? Don't you give credit to the person who's supposed to pay you money? Don't you give extra money to the maid servant working in the house and say, okay, take advance salary? Yes or no? We make budget. Now, what is budget? Simple, no? How much money is available? How much money is required for the particular activity? Simple example, you want to celebrate a small kid's birthday in the house. Don't you make a budget? Yes or no? How many people are coming? What is the food? What is the menu? What is the gift you are giving? How much money is required? Where is the venue? Then how much money we are getting at? To do this, you require this. Do you have it? Yes or no? And that is called as budget. Somebody wants to celebrate a birthday party. They will do that, no? When you guys go for a birthday party outside, you will tell your friends, no, my budget is 3,000, 5,000. That's what my parents have given me. So you try to balance that. And that is called as budget. And review. We cross-check it. Where is the money gone? Where is the money coming? How it's coming? Yes or no? Is it not exciting? Look in a bigger picture. Correct? Everybody does accounts with or without knowledge. And if you don't have a knowledge about this in a structured way, you're gone. And the best part is you're doing this at the age of 15 or 16, where your mind is very fresh, ready to learn the best. And you're doing this for the first time in your life. You've never done this earlier, believe me. Cross-check it, no? You might have heard somewhere, but never had a proper structured information about the completely new topic, the new subject, which the whole world requires. You may write in a professional way, you may write in a crooked way, you don't write at all. You may have in the memory, but that is all done by you. Ask your mother, ask your grandparents, they would have done it. Yes or no? Yeah, that's how it is. Now, where all we require it? The most important thing. Okay? Payroll, you might have heard somewhere, or maybe not. Payroll basically is all about, the salary to be paid. At the end of the month, the person has to decide in a company how much salary he has to pay for hundreds of people working in the organization. He has to plan the funds, where the money is coming, how it is coming. Correct, no? And accordingly, he will make the payments. Bookkeeping. It's about recording, entering all the business transactions. Smallest businessman, look out for a grocery shop near your house, a small shop, a petty shop. Even that guy will have a small dairy, something like this, and they would have entered over there. They would have entered and say, I got this much of money, I need to pay this much of money, I'm supposed to get this is going to happen here, that's going to happen next. Then, We make some financial statements. Now, when I say statements, means what? Your dad does it, your parents do it. Where all we got the money in a particular week or a particular month? We got money in this manner. The money came through sales, money came through commission, money came through interest. Money is coming. Other side, you are paid the money. You are paid salary, you are paid rent, you are paid wages, you are paid many things. So you check out, okay, money came like this, money went like this. This is amount available. This money was not available at all. I need to make the payment, but there was no money only. Have you not come across like that? Yes. Then, when I say personal, it comes at the personal level also, no? Students, when you're getting some pocket money, won't you make a record of it or somewhere keep it in your mind? I got this much of money from my grandparents, from my parents. I can plan to buy a shoes. I can plan to buy a t-shirt or something on your own. Won't you do it? That itself is accounts, no? Correct? Finance and accounts is interrelated. Wherever the financial transactions are happening, accounts is there. Whether you write or not, it will be in your mind and we're going to implement it. And of course, we all know what taxes is. Correct, no? We have to pay tax to the government, and based on that, the government will get the money they use for various public expenditure. These are the aspects. In general, I'm talking about accountancy. I'm sure this is interesting for you. Yes or no? Are you not getting the excitement to know what's happening? Yes. Cross-check it. Where all we use? When I say avenues, where all you can do? Sir, I'm now taken up. I have my ICSE, CBSE state syllabus done. Now I want to get into the PUC. If I take up commerce or accounts, what do I get? Where do I go? Can I get into it? Yes. You can walk into any organization across the world, anywhere. Wherever there is economic activity, wherever people are working, you are required. First, job as an accountant. When I say accountant, that means what? You are recording, you are showing it. This happened, this may happen, this may come, this may go. Finance manager, the most important position. We have the finance minister, no? The toughest position in the country. Easy to talk, easy to look into it. But the work and the integrities involved over there is very, very different. What is finance manager? What does he do? He will check out about how much money is required, where to get, how to use, how to spend, how to get it back and give it back. Your mom is a finance manager to a large extent. Your dad is a finance manager. And to a large extent, you are a finance manager for yourself, no? Correct, no? You assume your birthday is coming up in next 6 months. Don't you plan as a finance manager, I'm going to call so many friends, I'm going to have a party in this place. For this, I need to get this money. I have my own pocket money. My uncle is giving it. My dad is giving it. You keep it. Then I'll say, if I have this party in this place, this is going to happen. If I spend here, this is going to happen. Accordingly, you decide and execute it. Everybody is a finance manager by themselves. Some of them are very good. Some of them don't have an idea at all. Some of them become an expert, and that's where you can get into. Of course, administration, always there. We all know it. Financial analyst, the most important thing. So what this is all about? Now, imagine I got 100 crores. I want to put my money into business. Which business should I do? Can I get into hotel industry, garment industry, entertainment industry, chemical industry? Where? That is where the financial analyst will cross-check. Should I do this? Should I do that? Law of demand and supply. Then, to have this 100 crores, if I take in a form of loan, my own money, what's going to happen? Will I earn in this? Will I earn in that? Should I do this or that? Got it? For that, we require it, and that will be a job. And the other most important job what we have is called as the management accountant. Okay? The most interesting of all. Students in accounts, when you do it, you will be working and learning 3 major things. Financial accounts, cost accounts, and management accounts. Financial accounts or the financial management or the financial analyst, as I told you clearly, it's a postmortem of what has happened. How much you earn, how much you spend, and how much is available is the postmortem of the work. Then, who's a cost accountant? The most important thing. Your mom is a cost accountant. What am I talking there? Your mom, your grandparents, any elder person in the house is a cost accountant. because they are the person who will cut down those unwanted expenses. When you go for a party outside or have food in a hotel, spend so much of money for the food, your grandparents, your grandmother, your mom will say, why did we spend so much of money for this food? The same masala dosa, you spend 100 rupees for 10 people paying 1000 rupees. If I have the same masala dosa in the house for 1000 rupees, 25 to 30 people could have the food and the price could have been reduced. Correct, no? Because money saved is money earned. That's the work of a cost accountant. Then we have the work as a management accountant, the most confidential thing. Now, what are we talking about here? Very simple. He is the person working for the top level management in the company. He will tell to the organization as a confidential information, should we go ahead or not? Should I continue with this business or not? You might be seeing in a shop also, shop, business, so on and so forth. The product which was there, all of a sudden it's not there. Take an example of Apple, no? Every 6 months to 1 year, there's a new product coming in. The old mobile is not there at all. Why? See in your shop, see in the business, see in the college also, no? In the college also, whatever course they had, that course will be closed. Why they close it? Because there's no demand, there's no supply. Supply is there, there's no demand. So why do we do it? Management accounts job is the most crucial part. He will tell the businessman, you continue with this business, you make this business bigger, you please stop down this business. We don't need it. Why do you want to put money into something which is not earning us? Correct, no? Any money kept somewhere is waste. Any money used into something which is not going to give proper returns is stupidity. And of course, stock exchange. We all know stock exchange, you know. The value of shares keep increasing and decreasing, and we buy, we sell, we make a lot of money there. The people are making hell lot of money in stock exchange. You'll be learning in-depth knowledge about that. You might have heard of Sensex, how the value of the shares increases, how the value of the index points increases. You might have heard somewhere, maybe new to you. But don't you want to learn that? Don't you want to earn? Your 1 lakh can become 10 lakhs through stock exchange by learning accounts. And you'll be knowing in depth about what's happening. And of course, banks. I don't know how to tell about banks. Banks is where money is there. They have the money, they provide the money. You'll be working in banks in different levels and know in-depth information there. So you tell me which area is not there where you can't get into as an accountant. The moment you know accounts, you are into everything. Everybody requires it. You can apply in your house. You can discuss with your family members. You can advise your family members. Because this is something which you know, learning in the structured way, but everybody is doing it. Correct, no? Tell me who's not doing it. Even the maid servant will be doing it. How much money they got, how much they're spending, how they should balance. Correct, no? Without their structured education and knowledge on this, they're doing it. So what do you learn in accounts? You learn everything in the most structured, systematic manner. Will you not do this? Will you not learn this? And the world will be at your feet. Because wherever money is there, finance is there, knowledge is there, you are required. Now, what all you can do? Common thing here. After your PUC, as we say 11th and 12th, we have one of the major common course called as BCom, Bachelors of Commerce. Here you learn in-depth information about accounts, finance, marketing, HR, administration. You name it, you'll be learning at least 30 to 40 subjects in depth, which everybody requires it. It's a root, it's a foundation. The foundation of your future is based on this. Okay? Now what you can do, how you learn? You have phase by phase. As we have 6 semesters, 8 semesters, 6 to 7 subjects, you will be learning that in the most effective manner. It is there across the country, it is there across the globe. Maybe in different names, different terms, but you have it. Okay? This is a foundation for doing other courses, which I'm going to tell you next. Even if you're doing BCom, you can work. Where you can work, I told you. Your marketing, your HR, admin, finance. Correct? You can get in there. Now the next one. Masters of Commerce. We all know this, MCOM. So what is Masters of Commerce? The moment we say Masters of Commerce, it means what? You are expertising in commerce subjects in depth. In depth. Okay, you're not on the surface. BCom you learned on the surface or maybe to 50%. If you want to have full knowledge about what's happening in there, you learn in MCOM. MCOM could be in finance, MCOM could be in costing, MCOM could be in IT. Correct? You have many areas there. You learn in depth and get into the industry as per the requirement. Okay? Next one. Similar to your BCom, we have something called as BBA, Bachelors of Business Administration. Now guys, this is similar to BCom, but a little bit different from that. We call BBA as a professional course. Why it's professional course? Because in BCom you have like complete menu, learning everything. But in BBA, you'll be learning about administration, management. You'll learn more of management skills. You'll learn more of skills to manage a big company, corporates, hotels, hospitals, how to manage it. You can straight away get into the top level or mid-level management if you are good there. And everybody will like it. Don't you like to manage a big organization? If you're doing a party, if you're having a marriage function, if you are the person organizing it, don't you find excitement in doing this? Do this, do that, don't do that, do this. Will you not tell it? Imagine this happening in a big organization. Correct? And this is happening day in, day out. And that particular tinge of that, you'll be learning in your BBA. Of course, the whole world knows it. I'm sure you'll be knowing it. Masters of Business Administration. You're going to be a master in this. You'll be an expert in many areas. We got MBA in finance, MBA in HR, MBA in marketing, MBA in systems. You name it, you have it. IIM Bangalore. Correct, no? Yes or no? IIM, the top management institution in the country. They require it. You can do your MBA there. And for that to do what? Accounts is the route. From the accounts, only with other subjects, you'll be able to do this. And once you do MCOM or MBA, you are in a different orbit altogether. Your knowledge, your skill, your other requirements from the company point of view, you have it, and you'll be already moving there. Of course, the next wonderful one, where the whole world likes to know, is called a CA. You might have all heard, hey, I will do CA. What is CA? CA is Chartered Accountant as far as India is concerned. Of course, different countries have different terms to that. Who is he? What is he? Chartered Accountant is a captain of accounts, captain of all the financial transactions across the world. He is a big boss. He decides, he clarifies, he advises, he tells what is to be done by the company. Simple example, I'm running a big hotel, having hundreds of people working and thousands of customers coming. I would like to know what all books I need to prepare, which accounts to maintain, how to maintain, what to do, what not to do. Have I done correctly or not? That complete work is done by a chartered accountant. Okay, this is at the all India level. What we told till now was at the university level, state level or district level. What I'm talking about CA is at the country level. The moment you are into CA, believe me, the world is at your feet. You are required everywhere. You work on contracts. You work in big companies. And once you're there, nobody can even touch you. The topmost of top is the chartered accountant. Okay? And everybody wants it. Toughest of all, interesting of all. As you're in your first PUC, believe me, you find this very, very exciting. The top companies, the top engineers, the top scientists, they require you for everything about what they're done. You'll be the advisor. You'll be the consultant. Okay? Moving on to the next one. Company Secretary or CS. Now, most of us have a small notion about this. The moment I say secretary, people will say, oh, personal secretary. Are me working in some company as a telephone operator? Good morning, may I help you? So on and so forth. 100% no. When I say company secretary, I am connecting you with the joint stock company, multinational company. Every company organization will have a person called as company secretary. It's called as ACS, Association of Company Secretary. What do? They are the official person who look into all the legal aspects of starting the company, running the company, managing the company, handling the issues. Correct, no? You want to start a huge company. For example, Cafe Coffee Day moved from a private person to a public. It went on. It went to public. Public means what? It's asking the public to pay the money in the form of shares. And company got the money there. Who's going to look into all these formalities as per the law, as per the requirement? Correct, no? CS is going to do it. When you do CS, this is at the national level, at the country level, just like CA. So your CA, CS, and the next one, ICWAI, all three are at the top level in the country. As we have Indian Institute of Science, we have this. What is ICWAI? Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India. I told you cost accounts, remember? How they save money, what they're supposed to do, how they work. They go in depth. And this is the work of a ICWA guy who will be working out. He'll be working in industry, working in company, working in organization. He'll be working everywhere, wherever there's manufacturing or the activity happening. And he's a person to give advice, warning, suggestion, and improvement strategies for the company. Okay? Now, where all you can work? The most important thing, the multinational companies. We all heard about this. No? MNCs we tell. What is multinational company? I don't think I need to tell you that. Company having head office in one place, but manufacturing across the world. Everybody requires a guy who has got accounts knowledge. With the help of your PCOM, BBM, CA, CS, ICWAI, you are welcome, you are into it, because your knowledge and skill is required to operate over there. Correct, no? At the entry level to the top level, CEO of a company, he'll be having this skill. CEO of a company, he'll be having this skill. Managing director, executive director, board of directors, they are the people who have these skills. Today, even engineers do MBA. Please cross-check it. Many people who have done engineering have done MBA because that skill is required for them to excel and execute the job properly there. Then, of course, banks, we all know. I'm talking about the multinational banks, the foreign banks, the Citibank, the ANZ Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, you name it, they require it at every level. Correct, no? How the bank is getting money, where they're getting, how they're getting, how to whom to give for loan, how to recover the loan, so on and so forth. I'll just give an example there. And the most important, hotels, the 5-star hotels, the middle range hotels, small shops. You have a shop, you require it. You have a business, you require it. Your dad is an advocate or a doctor, he also requires it. Tell me who does not require it. Everybody requires it. And if at all you're good in this, they will say, please welcome, please do the job for us. No. Because that's what the world requires it. That's what you needed. That's what the government needs it. And of course, going on to the next one. What all we learn over there, basically, this is a crucial part. Okay? I'm just giving a brief information about it. First, we learn about what is accounts, what are the things required there, who could do, what could happen, who is preparing it. Then, how did accounts came across the world? Correct, no? We have got something called as Generally Accepted Accounting Principles, GAAP. Across the world, there's something happening there. The way you have your mathematics, as we say, plus into plus is plus, minus into minus is plus. That logic also we have in accounts. Okay? And you're learning this for the first time, which is very, very exciting. Better than your maths. Maths could be tough, maths could be boring. This is very exciting. Easy, interesting, at the same time, lot of excitement is there. And of course, we have all things like, your ledger, your cash book, your petty cash book. You learn many things. I don't know how to dig into it, because I don't want to tell you that. Common thing I want to tell you is your cash book. Everybody prepares something called as cash book, either mentally or on the book. Yes or no? Check out with your parents. They prepare cash book. Doesn't mean that they should keep a book there. Correct, no? Cash book there basically means they're checking out about how much money they had, where all money is coming in, where all money is going, whom all they paid, when they paid, and what is available. Don't you do it? Don't you do in your shop? Ask your dad. ask your mother, ask anybody, ask your brothers, sisters who are working. They will be doing it with or without the knowledge. Correct, no? And we also require to know something called as your financial position. Every business wants to know its financial position, no? If I say, for example, Reliance Industries today, the owner of this, Mukesh Ambani, if he says, our company assets is worth 2 lakh crores or 4 lakh crores, what does it mean? That means they got investments in assets worth 4 lakh crores. Okay? How did they tell us? Did they goof it up? Did they just tell it as it is? No. They cross-check everything. They confirm it. And who helps you to do it? Who are the people required to do this? It's accountants. The people who have knowledge about this are the only people who can do it, no? You can do it in a house also, no? If you have the assets in your house, your TV, your mobile, your laptop, your table, cross-check it. What is the market value of it? Make a record of it. Enter it. Then you say, sir, my house value is this. My property value is this. My TV value is this. So my net worth is this much. Don't we do it? We all do it without our knowledge. This is another subconscious method. Okay? But if you do it in a better way, with proper knowledge, will you not take it? Then, other things we come across, we don't want to share it over here. We prepare something called as trial balance. Okay? I don't want to tell much here because when you get into that, you will come to know. But what exactly is this interesting topic which I want to share? When I say trial balance, it basically means what? It's a balance of all your assets, your liability, your income and your expense. Okay? Yes or no? Check in your business, check in a hotel, check in a hospital. This four will be always there. What are your assets? What are your liabilities? What are your expenses and losses? What are your income and gains? Whole thing will be balanced. You need to know that and you put in a particular format. Whether you show it to the public or not, you need it. You can do it for your dad. You can do it for your uncle who's running a business. You can do it for the friend who's doing it. Correct, no? So without wasting much time on this, I want to tell you very seriously, accounts is a new world which already exists, which everybody is doing it, which everybody wants it. And for you at this age of 15 or 16, you'll be learning completely fresh, all on your own, with the help of course, the various schools and colleges. And the best part is, it is very, very interesting. Interesting, somewhat tricky, but not like mathematics. There are people who love maths. There are people who manage maths. There are people who hate maths. Accountancy is not maths. Because we'll think, sir, in maths also we have number, accounts also we have numbers. Numbers, yes, agreed. But it is not just numbers here. Believe me. When I say numbers, in maths you have your own calculation, but in accounts we have various usage. Your accounts is like salt. Everybody requires it. Okay? Tell me who does not require salt anywhere in the world. Correct, no? And the best part is you're learning at the age when your mind is fresh, excited, and interesting. And of course, the world is at your feet, no? Correct? You can get into HR, your marketing or administration. You get into multinational companies, hospitals. You work for IPL teams as an accountant, as a financial guide. You work as a finance guy for somebody across. You learn marketing. All this is connected to the stream called as commerce. And in commerce, you have something called as accounts. And wherever money is there, number is there, I'm sure everybody requires it. Correct, no? And of course, we come across terms like depreciation, so on and so forth. I don't want to tell you that, but I'll give an idea about it. Depreciation basically means the value of the asset going down. If I got a pen here for purchase for 100 rupees, after 3 months, its value will be 10 rupees. Correct? If I have this shirt which I paid 3,000 1 year back or 2 years back, today it's not even worth 100 rupees because the value goes down. And you record in a particular logic, in a particular manner. And that is depreciation, so on and so forth. Okay. Then comes the other interesting one in this. We call it bills of exchange. I don't want to go much into this. I'll tell you very simply. You all know checks, no? You give checks, you take checks, you make the payment, you receive the payment. And that is called as the bills of exchange, a document. You're sold goods to somebody, correct? Somebody is supposed to pay you money, and if the amount is big, what do? You make a document as per the law and tell him, boss, you're supposed to pay the money, sign on this, so that after 2 or 3 months, you can make the payment. And you have the hold on them. And that is your bills of exchange. Sometimes the consumer will say, sir, I have purchased goods from you for 25 lakhs. I need to pay you 25 lakhs. Correct. So you have been my regular supplier. I'm only giving a letter to you in writing that after 1 or 2 months, I'm going to pay you the money. He will draft on a stamp paper to give it to you. And that document itself is called as what? The bills of exchange. Students, accounts is not rocket science. Accounts is not something new. It's been happening across the world. It is new because you're learning for the first time in an organized manner, structured manner. And it's very, 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 very exciting. And today it's a need of the hour. With the country going ahead in this 21st century, everywhere you find globalization happening, everywhere you are required. You are not there, nobody else is there. Or somebody will be doing the same job without the proper knowledge in the most crooked manner or in the most unprofessional manner. Correct, no? So you decide you don't want to do it or not. See the chartered accountants, see the MBA from Harvard University, MBA from IIM Bangalore. Correct, no? They are the toppers. They work. The CEOs. CEO means what? Chief Executive Officer, Executive Director, Board of Directors, Managing Directors, Finance Manager, Marketing Manager, Admin Manager. Correct? Everywhere they are there, except in the manufacturing part where you require the science part. We are not putting that down, nor are they putting it up. We are telling that whatever they do is first part, what we do is next. There's always a nice saying, no? Engineers make the world. 100% yes. Engineers make the world, but it's the commerce people who rule the world. Yes? Okay? With this brief information, I would like to say you that welcome to the world of accounts, where the whole world is waiting for you. It's a new one, interesting one, and I wish you all a wonderful career. Thank you.